with the odds. And you need better stars. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get the involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Today we've got a compelling AFC matchup for you, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Buffalo Bills.
All right, last one for Get Your Game On tonight. Open challenge, last game of the night. You see how it goes.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
They start the drive with Cook. Escaping a tackler at the 25. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Stephon Diggs. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20, Stephon Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 75 yards. And the Bills need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 15. On play action, they'll throw. Open man downfield, it's Palmer. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Flush to his right. 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
This caught left side by the tight end Parham. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard, and the Bills are going to have it here at their own 15.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, That play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up fourth. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. That's taken on the 25. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers, nothing.
Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On the run, it's Davis. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. On play action, Allen. He'll buy some time right. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. 2nd and 10. They'll let their wide receiver take this one. It's Diggs. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. To throw, it's Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They run the counter with Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy.
Let's go. Let's keep it smooth.
As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a
Gotta
seal
keep it smooth from here.
and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now he's free at the 35. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Touchdown! Quentin Johnston, 30 yards. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, Allen. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now a 2nd and 10. They give it off here to the tight end. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. And
yeah, I play smart football, chat. Smart football.
This is the NFL, and it's on
So,
EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were in this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
They snap it to Herbert. He's going to get that.
Right there. That were issue. What the hell? Yeah, said opponent had that were issue. All right, we got it.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Herbert's this throw taken in by Johnston. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Again, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 28. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. Herbert on 1st down now. That's completed right side to Palmer. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. From the 20, here's 2nd and a couple. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Herbert back to the air. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 33. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now left side on the swing pass. Finding space at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And that's a good run, and I know he went out of bounds, so we could nitpick a little bit here and get on him and say, hey, make sure you stay in bounds, keep the clock running. But this stage of the game, Brandon, that's not really uppermost in his mind. He just wants to take care of the football and gain yardage.
Yeah, and they have a little bit of comfort there with it not just being a one-score game, so not too nitpicky. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. 14 yards that time for number 14. Throwing on first down is Allen. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To the air, Allen. His throw incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Flush to his right. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Running on first down, Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Herbert now. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
On the screen, this is Eckler. Fights free at the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Here's 1st and goal. Herbert to throw. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Eckler going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Herbert. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal. Herbert going to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now a 2nd and 6. Well, now they'll try the end around. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a Bills first down, and that should be that. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game.
GG, great game. Great game, man.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. They'll run with Davis. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home.
Great game, GG.
Stop him behind the line. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis.
That was my last victory for the night. I'm out of here.
On EA Sports.